Facebook Live event from PHLV Radio.
On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's an unbelievable day. We will tell you why. Okay, so cutting all the... This is literally... without further ado, let me introduce my partner, Mia. Mia, come in. Something happened to you?
I'm alive. It's good to be alive.
What happened, Mia?
I have chismis. I have chismis for everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome to On the Dot.
Oh, so the excuse. Why are we late?
Because I have a chismis. I got stuck in the elevator. on the way up here. Buti na lang may kasama ako, 'di ba? O experience 'yan. First time got stuck in the elevator. Wow.
And earlier, you were stuck. You and Kuya Yo were stuck in traffic.
Yeah, Kuya Yo, I sent pictures. Pakita mo mamaya. Ganun pala yung feeling nun. Buti na lang 3 stories lang. 'Di ba? Yeah.
I wonder what our guest will say about that.
I know.
Hindi na, introduce natin.
Sige, our guest pa naman. Kasi ang topic natin today is Maria Teresa, also known as Marites. Marites, yun ba ang real name mo?
No,
Maria
Teresa, but I'm really called Therese.
Pero Maria Teresa.
Maria Teresa. You know, everybody in the Philippines is Maria, right?
Right.
Maria Rowena, Maria Conchita, Maria Patricia. Everybody's Maria. So.
Tamang-tama.
Yeah.
Tamang-tama. Kaya ang first name nila dito, Maria. No? Maria.
Yeah.
So, our guest pa naman is a safety engineer, safety consultant for 27 years, servicing all types of industries, licensed workers' compensation program specialist, OSHA. Authorized instructor, owner of Heilman, OSHA Compliance Institute, and Medic First Aid Training Center. She was one of the finalists during the HIMIG competition, or we're going to have HIMIG this year, competition for which she wrote the song for Leah. Alam ko kasi balengleng.
Oh.
Who we fondly call balengleng, Miss Therese Heilman. Welcome to the show, our Marites.
I will not be called Marites after the show. Good afternoon, everybody, and I'm back.
Welcome.
What is this? The third time, the fourth time? Yeah.
Dami na. Suki.
Yeah, I was thinking we were gonna suddenly change the topic because of what happened to you.
I know.
So,
First-hand chismis yun.
Yeah, that's chismis.
I thought I was gonna air from the elevator. I was prepared. Naka-on na yung Zoom ko sa elevator kanina.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Dot?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you. So, Therese.
Yes.
Hello. What's your reaction to that?
Gossip. Marites. It's the latest term in the Philippines, right? Not
No,
really
about
new.
me. About me getting
you.
stuck in the
Okay, about
elevator.
you getting stuck in the elevator. Number one, that's why it is so important that we all, for ourselves, prepare an emergency action plan for your personal use. Okay? Somebody attacks you in the parking lot, what do you do? You get stuck in the elevator, what do you do? However, in this situation, since the elevator is not your, like, it's not home, it's not so, there is a third party involved, which is the owner of the building. Okay, and sometimes the owner of the building is contracted with somebody taking care of the, maintenance, elevator and stuff like that. However, there has to be an emergency action plan. In the elevator, we see the emergency call button.
Phone button. Yeah.
You press that one, and somebody needs to answer, pick it up right away and say, this is my situation, yada, yada, yada. Hopefully you're not panicking, so you'll be able to give the information correctly. So then they have to turn around and say something like, okay, we're going to be there in whatever number of minutes. I heard that she was told like maybe 2 hours or whatever. That's not even right, because it's an emergency. What if somebody that's in there has a heart issue and will just suddenly have a heart attack? It's a big liability. It's a very big liability that that they may face. Aside from the fact that because prior to you, the elevator wasn't working anymore. So
Right.
they should have put up a sign, elevator not working, use the stairs. But
Yes.
apparently there was none because you were able to get in.
Yeah.
So those are the basic issues I see top of my head right now that should be addressed by the owner. And the owner might point to oh, no, it's not our fault because we have a contractor. No, keep in mind that even if you have a contractor that you pay on for a certain number for an amount of money for a month or whatever to maintain your building, including the elevator, you are still responsible for it because you own the building.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this because I'm in this building, right? But that's just the law. That's what you're supposed to do. So
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, to correct that, it was my co-trap person that said 2 hours. So ano lang na yun, opinion. But
that's a gossip.
Yeah, gossip. See, but in line with the topic, this is how the chismis works. So I was able to contact Kuya Yo, I was able to contact Therese, I was able to contact Dot to ask for help using Messenger, using the phone, using text, and that actually expedited my rescue. Na-rescue ako. Feeling ko. But also, I had an emergency plan too. I saw this post on, I think, Instagram. When you're stuck in an elevator daw, you have to push all the buttons. Pero ano to yung mga high-rise. Push all the buttons and press open. Yun yung, if you're, let's say you're on the top floor or in a high floor, press all the buttons daw. That would activate the doors to open.
But that is when the elevators are new.
Yeah, oo.
But this one that you have here is not among that
Right.
high-tech elevators anymore. I didn't even see an OSHA permit for the elevator.
Oh. Yeah.
Every time I walk in the elevator, I look at that. There's no permit. If there's no permit, that means it wasn't inspected. And they are supposed to be inspected annually to make sure that they are working properly, that everything, the elevator's integrity is still there, you can depend on it, or, and they perform maintenance issues on that. So when OSHA comes, they look at the records. When was this last maintained? When was this last checked? And they have to show proof that it was checked and if something was wrong about it, they have to be able to show records that it was corrected.
Wrong day to
See,
get
so
stuck in an
this is
elevator.
What a day to be
I know,
here.
right?
Talking about chismis. Marites
Yeah.
is a shortcut for the Filipino ingenuity of putting together. Mare, anong latest?
Anong latest?
Yes, what's the latest?
So,
yeah.
The chismis, so it's gossip.
Yes.
Chismis or the latest is gossip, and it has, we have a new name for it, Marites. So one of our intentions earlier is to, how do you turn it around from
Yes.
negative to positive? So the chismis was, it was true that you were stuck in the elevator just a few moments ago. It's true that the staircase, the door to the stairwell was also closed.
The
That's
second
true.
floor. It
second
was
floor,
locked from
that's-
inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you turn it around, and somebody said you could be stuck there for 2 hours, so that's an opinion.
Yes.
And that is the essence of a chismis,
Chismis.
gossip.
Yeah.
It's adding to the fact your own opinion.
Opinion.
So your reaction, Mia, was how you turn it around into something positive, and you confirmed. You called, you texted, you messaged. So how apt is our topic today?
I know, right?
And you
Wow.
get to experience it in real life.
Firsthand, yes.
And I get to experience it from here, from and this is how chismis flows. This is how gossip flows. Somebody is not there in the actual situation, and that's me. I'm not there.
Yes.
The three of you are there. Kuya Yo, Luis, and you, Mia, and your companion, your
Yeah, but we were not.
co-stuck.
Yeah, but we were not stuck in the elevator.
No, you were
We're
not
also
stuck.
not
So
there, basically. Technically, we're
ikaw,
not
Luis, you were
I was in the studio.
And that's
second-hand recipient of the thing. But
Situation.
you had an option to walk over there and confirm for yourself, or you could stay and monitor, and you were able to use your own expertise, your own experience as an OSHA officer, right, as a person for safety. And so
I was even going to ask her, can you climb? Because normally the elevators will have the holes. As a
Is
getaway.
what?
The hole
The holes.
on the roof of the
Okay.
elevator.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
ka.
and that's why I was also telling Cleo earlier that, well, it's a good thing that she got stuck while the elevator
Yeah.
is there on the ground. Like it's not between 2 and 3
No.
or 2 and 1. That
Yeah.
imagine how hard that will be, or if the building is really that high.
It moved
Right.
like a foot lang. A foot.
Oh, a foot.
Yeah.
So you're able to, but then, yeah. Okay, you're lucky.
Yeah, it could have gone differently. Mia could have panicked
She could have
based on her
panicked. Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. I
I
didn't
could have
panic.
panicked.
Yeah, I didn't panic because it's only a mid-rise building. So if it was a high-rise building, I would have.
You wouldn't be by yourself too.
Yeah,
Because-
and I wasn't by myself. So yeah, it's good that I had company.
Yeah. So in moments of limited information, like in the context of gossip, when we have limited information, we use our own intelligence, which is what Mia did. She used her own presence of mind and awareness and humor.
And tools, my phone.
Yes,
And,
sense of humor,
yeah.
and asking for help. So confirm the truth, affirm the
Yes.
truth.
And I tried to distract myself by, instead of just waiting for somebody, I said, let's do the broadcast in the elevator. I tried to join in, even if, try to be productive.
Grabe, no? Wow. And
Sayang
turning this
sana.
around as well.
Nag-broadcast ako sa elevator, diba?
To turn this around as well towards the positive, now the building is aware that OSHA is aware, can be made aware that the safety engineer is looking at them, looking at you.
I can take
Ayan.
pictures. We have pictures.
And
And-
we're
and Mia has
showing
to-
the elevator. That's a photo from inside.
And Mia has to write an incident report about it.
Okay, that's good.
Has to be
Right.
something in writing. Otherwise, it's a gossip.
Oh.
Correct.
Oo nga.
Ay, grabe.
Hearsay lang siya.
You have to write everything. If it's not written, it didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Are you up to doing that, Mia?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Yes, for the good of all.
I don't want to
Jelly.
get stuck again.
Yeah,
We're
like-
here every week.
Neither me. You know what? And I was thinking to myself, so I decided to stay because of delivery I had to take care of after 1 p.m. And had I been stuck in traffic or stuck in the elevator with you, because I also had a tummy issue, that would have
Oh,
been a disaster.
Yeah.
Not good.
Emergency.
You have a test kit? Because
Yeah.
you know, like the new
What's that
COVID
picture?
symptoms
Oh, that-
now are different.
That's my picture from the elevator.
Right. Oh, you did not do the classic Hollywood scream. Oh, you didn't do that.
No.
Yeah, okay. Sige, sige. Okay, take a deep breath.
I was good. I was relieved when they opened it. I was like, sunlight.
2 attempts were made to open the 2 or 3 attempts were made to open the elevator.
Yeah, the first one was what was her name? Your lady. That was my my partner's name. Yeah, and then a good Samaritan tried to open it from outside, and then the technician tried to open it too.
Okay, wow. Adele here, who's watching, she said, wow, kind of scary to be stuck inside the elevator. Write it down, the date, the time, and the location. It's documentation. Yeah?
Yes,
Oh, tama.
we will.
Thank you, Adele,
Thank you,
for
Adele.
interacting with us. And Cheryl as well, she's watching from Davao. Okay, so, tapos na ba tayo sa ganyang chismis? What else is going on?
Totoo ba ang cheese? Well, this is not
The
chismis. This is what's going on. We have another show in town, CES. That's why you all got
yes,
stuck up in the
CES.
traffic. Kuya, in this traffic. The CES.
Kaya ba traffic
Yeah.
because of CES?
CES.
Oh.
Hey,
CES stands for?
Consumer Electronics Show. It's an annual.
Were you there?
No. I don't intend to.
Kuya Yo was
But you
there.
go there, diba?
Maybe. Yeah,
Ay.
I normally go there every year. But this year, I don't know. I'm going to try to go maybe tomorrow or on the last day. It's better to go because some of the people that are there, this is not chismis, this is not gossip. Some of the exhibitors that are there, on the last day of the show, they try to get rid of the items that they put on exhibit and sell it at low cost.
Oh, most of
That's
the items there are electronics.
Yes, yes. There are also other stuff that are related to the industry, but most of them are like, radio. I remember one time I bought a flat iron there for $1.
Oh, wow.
For $1,
Nice.
yeah. I bought a radio for like $5.
And these are innovations in electronics that they feature.
Yes, the future of the electronics.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. PHLV was there. Kuya Yo was there. Very nice.
AI dog.
AI.
Dog ba yan?
AI will be the topic
you.
everywhere now. AI can be a source of gossip
Yeah.
because you don't even know.
AI. Talk about AI. How accurate is AI? AI, they said, according to Noam Chomsky, AI or Chat GPT is simply a permitted or permissible chismis. Oh no, plagiarism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just they can just copy paste your face, animate it,
Wow.
put
really?
words,
Wow.
and copy your
So you're
voice.
looking at footage from the CES, care of PHLV Radio, si Kuya Yo. Aha! So ano pang
Okay.
chismis?
So, kasi 'di ba when you say chismis, ang connotation kasi it's always negative, 'di ba? It's always negative kwento or bad mouthing, but chismis can also be a good
Positive.
thing. Oo, 'di ba?
Can also be
You're
positive.
spreading good news or something good about the person, 'di ba? It's not necessarily always bad.
Well, sometimes
Diba?
the purpose of the person that's sharing, we'll call it sharing, no? Sharing the story with somebody is to, like, maybe I do have, let's say, a friend who just got promoted at work. Oh, now she's manager. She was only like rank and file like 6 months ago. She was now blah, blah, blah. And of course, normally we talk about people that we mutually know. Okay, so that right there is good gossip.
Right.
However, when the other person starts reacting like, oh, I don't know why she got that position. I don't know this, that. She's not really good. She's not. Then that becomes a negative gossip. And that's why it's now called gossip. But the person whose intention was just to probably spread the word that this is a very diligent worker. You know, she can be a good example to everybody that if you just work hard, this is what happens. But then the other person reacted in a manner that maybe there's some type of jealousy, maybe there is some type of whatever went wrong before that made her react that way. So now it becomes negative gossip. Like what Mia said earlier, not all gossips are negative. However, it always conjures negativity when we hear gossip. Oh, what gossip is that again? You know, and there is when there's gossip, you normally talk about people that is not there. Right? That's why they always say, "Oh, you have to go to the meeting or to the party, otherwise you'll be the talk of the group." Which is, I've been to a lot, and I don't mean to, pinpoint on anybody because I think everybody's guilty of this.
Right.
There's nobody can tell me that, hey, no, I don't do that. Oh, come on, I've been to a lot of Filipino parties. You get there, you see groups of people. Which is very normal because one is closer to you, the other one is not so close, or whatever. So we always try to mingle. That's human nature. You gravitate towards the people that are really closer to you than the people that you have not really known for that long. You will hear them. They talk about people that are not even there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But a gossip is storytelling about a person or a situation, and the person is not even there. Now,
there's Therese. May I
Yes.
just interject here? The definition of gossip is casual or unconstrained conversation or reports about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed
verified
as being true.
yeah.
So there's the element of not confirmed as being true. So I could say the best things about someone, but that's not confirmed as being true. If I say, oh, so and so is so excellent, she did this, she saved 100 people from the flood. And if it's not confirmed as true, it sounds good, but cannot be confirmed as true. It's gossip.
Yes.
The same thing with,
So-
but like you said, in a party,
Yeah, parties, any gatherings, even family gatherings, right? Even family, and we're talking real talk.
Is it just a Filipino thing,
It's
or
a Filipino thing.
Is it among all cultures also?
I think it's human nature.
It's human
it?
nature, because
I think it's
human
human
nature. We
nature.
really love to talk. So I think to turn around, because our topic is how you turn around the bad news. And there's another term that's used. It's called rumor, right?
Yeah.
Rumor is actually something like gossip, but a rumor talks about a situation that is not confirmed. Let's say, in the Philippines, they're planning to do a coup d'etat.
Rumor mongering.
Yeah, and it's spreading the story. Well, gossiping is I'm telling you right now, and she's telling me right now. Rumor mongering is spreading it like on a big scale, maybe out on the social media and things like that. So we all have been, one way or the other, victims of bad gossips.
Yeah.
And
Nobody-
also conduits of bad gossip.
Yes, can do it as
At some point, you know, we have
Yeah.
inadvertently
yeah.
talked about someone or something that's not confirmed
That's
to be
not
true.
confirmed.
You
So
have done that, yeah.
yeah, and I think, like I said, we all have been victims of that, one way or the other. You know, sometimes you were just there because you were part of the group. You didn't say anything. You were hearing. You were not even listening, but you heard about it. And then the story comes out to another person and says, oh, this is true. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know, because
Overheard
yeah,
now.
because you were there when I heard they were talking, but I didn't listen at all. Meaning to say, I didn't listen. I didn't hear the story. The people they're talking about is somebody I don't even know. So what do you say about that? You don't say, oh yeah, you know, they're talking about it. They said this. That's when it starts to get worse again. Instead of saying, of telling somebody that's telling you the story, like, you know what, it does not even concern you. Just let it go.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, that is the best answer to gossips, bad gossips. Do not even entertain. Do not even glorify it. Do not even dignify, because these people, the purpose of this person is to ruin the other person, right? So if the other person that's being gossiped about, bad gossip, reacts, then the person that made up the story is a winner. Well, if you just ignore, although people can say, oh, I can't let this anymore. Just like, okay, I'll just talk about myself. So this is not rumor, this is not gossip. I'll just talk about myself. Somebody would say, oh, Therese, I saw you there with this person. I'm like, yeah. And then the other person will start saying, oh, careful with that person. I'm like, that's one thing I don't want to hear, because I can decide on my own. I will decide who my friends are, and I will decide who I want to be with. So for that person telling me, be careful, you watch it, you know, I may listen to what was wrong, but then I will process it in my mind, in my brain, and will say, you know, maybe there will be some type of, you know, let me try to back off a little bit, because I don't want to be a victim, another victim, you know. But then it's not right to just judge the person because the other person had that experience. Now, it's a different story when you get a little bit closer to that person and that same person does the same thing to you. Then that confirms it. Then that's not a gossip. It's the truth, because it was done to you too. Yeah.
You experience it yourself.
And it's really hard. Even well, technically, if you look at a lot of books on gossips, even if you talk about yourself, that's gossip. You're there, but you're telling people your life story. And it happens too that you tell your story to that person, thinking that that person will somehow, in return, give you some bit of an advice, or, you know, maybe, Therese, this is what you need to do, and this and that. The problem is when that person turns around and tell other people what you just told that person in confidence. So that's when everything gets ruined too. And again, we have all been victims of those kind of situations. So now I hear somebody say that, in here, out there, you know. And I think the most important thing too is you really need to know who to trust. And trustworthy people nowadays are hard to find. So when you find a friend who is really trustworthy and whom you have proven to be trustworthy, keep that person.
Yeah,
Because
friendships get ruined because of gossips.
Yes, yes. And it's funny because you're a friend of that person, and instead of verifying information with you or from you, they pretend they don't know anything. Oh, have you? No, no, no. I didn't hear anything. But matter of fact, they knew about it, and they turned around and entertained, this negativity. And so now, where is that friendship? Where does it go now? The friendship that you have held for like many years, just because it's either you misunderstood, you misinterpreted, or you purposely did it just to prove something to benefit you. It's hard. Society sometimes is harsh. Like I want to share this. We're talking about turning negative things to positive. No, I just want to share my very personal story with you. A couple of years ago, and I think this is the first time that I'll be talking about it.
You're on air, okay?
Yeah, I am on air. I know that. Yes. And that's the disclaimer.
You're
I know
public.
that. Yes, I'm public. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I didn't tell anybody. I kept it to myself. I kept it to myself for a while. There was anger, there was disbelief, there was this bargaining, all those steps. And then nobody knew it but myself. And I handled it myself for the time being. But then I go, well, because I don't want anybody, I tell somebody and then that person turns around because I know how people are, But then I thought, well, I have friends that I know I can trust. I have, So I opened it up to them, chosen people. I didn't even tell my family until, more than a year. And by the way, hi to my kids. Hi to Pepoy, Cookie, and Bam. I know they're listening. And to my Balingling and my other granddaughter, Bella. I kept it like a secret. So then one day, somebody asked me, Tris, is it true that you're sick? And the question of the way the word sick was used was something that was kind of like insinuating something. Oh, it's not like sick, like you have flu, you have COVID, you have this, you have that. And I looked at the person, I said, who told you? And I was told, well, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm not supposed to know. I said, I didn't say anything like that. I didn't say, because we do have, as recipients of gossips or stories that are not verified, I think it is best to just keep quiet because that shows respect, especially when it comes to health issues because of HIPAA. I can't even ask anybody, are you taking this type of medicine? You can't. It's hard because then you turn around and how do you say that? Well, I know who told you, because the source is a mutual friend or a mutual acquaintance. So then I just said, but how are you dealing with it? I said, I'm okay. I said, in all these things in life, it is positivity that matters. It is acceptance that matters. Whatever the problem is, just be positive, work on it. My doctor has always praised me for being a strong person, because I think I'm the only patient who would go on a regular basis to my doctor and say, hi, everybody, good morning, have a great day, yada, yada, yada. While all the other patients beside me are like, here we are again, nothing is happening. And I said, just be patient, because, patience is a virtue and it will help you. Stay positive. Well, how can you be positive? And I'm getting worse. And I said, stay positive. Turn that negative energy in you into something positive, and nobody will benefit from it but you. And when you talk about your sickness, when you talk about whatever kind of illness you have to just choose the people you want to share it with. Now I'm talking like this because I'm open and I'm good. I'm not saying I'm all 100% like that, but with all the things that had happened to me, in the course of more than 2 years, if I have not turned around that negativity in my life, you probably would not even see me here today.
Well, I'm glad to see you here today, Therese.
Yes, and
You have really inspired us with so many of the things you shared with us in the past. So that's very generous of you to open your life like that, especially here on air. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you to pick a number because we're giving out cards today.
oh, pick a number. 8.
Soul Journey. So what number would you like?
8.
And,
8.
ano yan?
Number 8.
8 from the top or from the bottom?
Oh, okay, from the top.
From the top. Okay, so while I'm getting my cards, I'm going to send the photo to Kuya so he can post it online. What is the best way for you, either you or Mia, a best way for you? No, not the best. The best and the instant way that you cut the gossip as a recipient. How about Mia?
Me?
As soon as you hear the gossip, what is your best and instant reaction to cut it?
Well, I was taught by my mom that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. So it stuck with me. So I just smile and I say, okay, that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. And how about you, Therese?
Well, first of
That's
all,
an instant way to cut.
to cut. If it's about me, I do a lot of ghosting.
You do a lot of
Ghosting.
ghosting.
Yeah. I don't. Okay. Number one, the first thing is if the gossip is about me and somebody says, "Oh, hey, Therese, this person said this, that person said that." Okay. Thank you for telling me. That's it. And then, if I'm very close to that person, okay, depending on the level of friendship I have or the closeness I have with this person, I'm going to start thinking about it. Is this person worth keeping as a friend? That's the first question. And so you go through your list, pros and cons, because it's not easy to give up friendship just like that, just because you heard somebody, apparently this person said. So the next thing I do is I answer my question. Is this person worth keeping? If the answer is no, that's it. The person will call me. The person will text me. The person will do anything and everything. I will not respond. Because for me, and this is me, okay? Why will I give that person a chance to even explain what made her say that about me? Why? I don't. If I give that person the chance, and again, this is my opinion, this is myself. If I give that person a chance to explain why she did it, why she said that, that means I am now obliged to listen and forgive and go back to the old terms of being a friend with you. Okay? But if you're not worth it anymore, so why will I even discuss it with you? Why? And I just walk away. And I will slowly walk away. And my friends before know this. And this is not really gossip because they have experienced it one way or the other. And I don't know if they're listening or not, but that's me. You're not worth keeping because you have done this to me already, especially if the level of the gossip or the story is below the belt, then, However, if I get the chance, like down the road, and this happened to me before, down the road I met that person somewhere, and she said, like, as if nothing happened, right? "Oh, hi, Therese, how are you doing?" I just looked at her and said, "I'm okay." And she said, "Well, I really didn't know why this, that." And I told her straight to her face. I said, "Because this is what you did, and I know it's true."
I really love that you can tell people right to their face. I
yeah.
used to be very combative. I used to be very confrontational. I
I'm
am
not.
still confrontational.
I'm not.
And the thing now is about, here are a couple of things that I learned throughout life as a life coach. As a life coach, we are constrained. We have an agreement with our
Your
clients
profession.
to never say anything outside of
Yes.
this conversation. So that's a training. Here's the other lesson I learned. If the person gossips to you about someone, it means that he or she is most likely to do the
that
same
To you.
to
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
to some about you to someone. Here's the other lesson that I learned. How they treat others is how they treat themselves.
And it's
How
like
we treat ourselves is how we treat others. And the card that you pulled, Therese, I sent the photo, and I wonder if that can be flashed on the screen. How apt is it? Here, let me see if I can show it to you.
Oh, it's blurry.
It's blurred.
Blurred.
The card is judgment. Ayan. Judgment. How cool is it that the card says judgment? Here it is.
Oh, and may I add also that the way to stop gossip is to not spread it. You know how
Keep
that
it
Not
to your-
spread it.
yeah.
Oh, but keep in mind when somebody tells you something, this is the introduction. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
Alam mo ba?
I'm gonna
Alam mo
tell
ba,
you something, but
chismis.
please keep it
Yeah.
between us, okay? You know there are people
Quiet lang,
who
ha?
who came to me with that line. When I hear that, I say, you know what? Better not tell me.
Yeah.
Because to my mind, this person has said the same thing to 10 other people. So when the when the gossip is out, you go, I didn't say anything. You know, you feel you didn't say anything to anybody. But, you know, the cat is out. How did it happen? You know,
To not just engage.
don't
First
even
place,
entertain.
Don't engage.
Don't
Even
even
when you
entertain.
say, "Oh, talaga," that's already an encouragement.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, is that so? Is that true?
Yeah.
Ooh,
The idiomatic
that is
expression,
an
diba? The
Yes.
buck stops here.
That's why
box
to me,
stops
I
here.
decided to just tell about my situation, because
Yes.
every time I would see somebody, it's like, "Hey, Therese, you're losing weight. What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Are you sick?" "Yes, I am." Oh, you have this, you have that. It's like people get into the detail. Why don't you wait for that person to tell you what's going on in her life? And I think, and this is what I told one of the people I had in my circle before. I said, do you think if I want that specific person, if I want her to know what's going on in my life, don't you even think I would have done so ahead of you?
Right,
Didn't you even
right.
think? Didn't you even think of the consequences of it?
Yeah.
And then,
So-
we just care for you. Care.
So here's a tool. If you are the subject of gossip, okay? Ikaw yung topic ng Marites. Ito yung tool para hindi ka ma-hurt. Okay? So somebody tells you that, uy, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. According to Byron Katie, the first question is that true?
True.
Even when we suspect ourselves, even if we are the ones sabotaging our own selves, we ask the question, is that true? So if the answer is no, end of story. If the answer is yes, there's a second question. Can you be absolutely sure that it is true? Can you be absolutely certain that it is true? Okay, so if you say, yes, aray, it's absolutely certain, talaga true. Or no, then end of story. Kung no, end of story. Kung yes, my third question. Who would you be without that story? Who would you be without that story?
Na, hindi ka
And then
magets.
Ano yan?
Hindi ko
The third.
na-gets.
The
Yung
third.
third. Who
Yung,
would you be?
so, if somebody says, pangit ka,
Oh.
okay? Tapos,
Aray
so
ko.
now, who would you be? Sino ka talaga kung hindi yan, kung walang statement na ganyan? Who would you be? Oh, I would still be me.
Hindi maganda pa rin
I would
ako.
still be a nice person.
Maganda
Kung
pa rin
walang
ako.
ganyang statement,
Nawala ako bigla sa third question.
diba?
Pero iba na ako.
I mean,
Hindi.
Positive na eh. Positive.
Pwede
Oh,
ba
kasi
ako maging
who-
si Winona Ryder?
Yeah.
pag wala
Positive.
who would you be without that chismis? Oh, okay. I'm still gonna be okay. I am still going to
okay.
be the true Dorothy or the true Mia. I'm still confident about myself. My truth is who I am without that story. So, and then the fourth is,
Ay, may
ito na,
fourth.
later na lang, yung fourth, pang turn around na. How do you turn it around? O pag sinabi pangit ka, edi turn around mo. No, I'm pretty. I'm beautiful.
Kala ko you will say, turn around
Yun
mo.
ang mga, that's
Go
a professional,
for-
that's one professional way of dealing with gossip. Even if the person in front of you says, oy, alam mo ba, si blah, 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 ay ganito. Then you, like what you do, Therese, tanongin mo siya, is that true? Pag hindi true, pag sinabi niya, no, I just heard it, and then you say, well, okay, the end of story. Hindi naman pala confirmed.
Hindi.
And the end of story, di ba?
Kaya nga the best thing to attack it also is to, if you're the person concerned, come out and just say the truth. Because
Say the truth.
if it's something that you can share with anyway, and down the road it's gonna come out anyway, you know, if let's say in my case I just suddenly die, I just suddenly, you know, then everybody's, what's the cause of her death? See, I knew it, you know. But if you start telling them, then they'll stop and say, you know, you're not saying this, so you would feel sorry for me. It's not that. But I am telling you so that you don't ask other people, but, you know, ask the person concerned, you know.
Ayan.
You know, that happened to me
Mia.
one time, and you know how I stopped it? I just said, you know, that's libelous. That's all I had to say.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Libel.
Tigil siya.
O, di ba?
Yeah.
But
That's all I
then-
said.
Then the other person says, who's your witness?
I have a witness. That's all I said.
Which
You
is
know,
why
that's
diba-
libelous.
Which is why the phones now are very, very handy for all those things. You know, they're like, okay, in the kind of work I do, there's a lot of gossips in workplaces too. And it ends up in somebody resigning, somebody getting fired, and I take care of all this. Like, why were you fired? Because, you know, Mr. Reese, this was this. And I'm like, who started it? And now it's hard to find out who started the story.
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah. Because everybody,
Ano
somebody said so. This told me this, that, you know, things like that. And that's why also in this is, you know, segue, you know, in the line of profession I have. Make sure that, you know, the employers make sure that you have a policy on that. That gossiping is not allowed in the company, and it has to be zero tolerance, meaning just like sexual harassment or whatever, make it a zero tolerance, because that creates a lot of problems in the company. And
Are there rules in companies like that? Like,
Okay,
sexual harassment on gossip? No, but on gossips.
On gossips, you can always keep in mind, you own the company, you write your own policy. Write your own policy. You are free to do that. Even things that are not required by law, you can do that. However,
Interesting.
the downside of that, if you write something as part of your program, like gossiping will not be tolerated by the company, this, that. When it is done and you didn't do anything about it, then you become liable for the same policy that you yourself wrote. Anything that you put in there, you can just say, oh, whistling. When you have a coworker, when you started whistling, that's sexual harassment. Somebody did it and you didn't, oh, that's just whistling. Well, it's in the company policy and you can be
You
sued for
cannot
that.
whistle.
Yeah.
You cannot whistle while you work.
You think gossiping is done due to boredom?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
they say, diba? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Jealousy, right?
Pero alam mo, Mia and Therese, itong trabaho ng journalists at saka broadcasters at saka
No.
telecasters and all that, a lot has something to do
hype
with
gossip.
True
Professional
journalism.
gossiping.
Oh, it's now called fake news, right?
Yeah.
It's now
Pwede
labeled
din,
fake
pwede mo
news.
siyang itago sa pangalang, ano yan, unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed resources.
Unconfirmed reports say that there's a storm out there.
May
pwede siya,
disclaimer
may
lang.
caveat.
And then the other
May
disclaimer. The other
May
disclaimer
disclaimer siya, may
is we
caveat.
are
Pero
not responsible.
professional journalism in print and on broadcast is really high value, and it's very
Chismis.
rare to find journalists and broadcasters who really do their research, do their due diligence, and confirm reports before airing them.
Kasi
sa
there's
ganitong
pleasure
platform.
yata eh. Diba? You
Masaya
get pleasure.
Juicy, di ba?
Yeah. It's entertainment.
Juicy.
Diba? It's entertainment.
Yeah, diba, even in the Philippines, in the barrios, in all those places,
Yeah.
right? You just ask for somebody. Oh, I'm looking for this person. She lives there, and she is this, she is that. TMI, too much information already because. That's how it is. A lot of people there are not working. So what do? They find something to
Talk about.
Yeah. And
So,
to
Therese,
get
looking
entertained.
at the card that you pulled, can you read that part? Because we're coming to a close. There is a statement below the mandala. Look at that.
Okay.
Are you able to read
I
that?
understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges.
Yeah.
Very true.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that is very true. And
Kaya don't judge, no?
yeah, don't judge because you do not, and that's what I always say. You do not have the right to judge anybody. Not
Exactly.
even your parents, not your
Yes.
children, not anyone in your family, not your husband, not your wife, let alone your friends who do not live with you. Right?
You know what? That is a very na perfect pa ha. That is a perfect app for what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Gossip is judgment.
Yeah.
No?
It's judging the person. Because
Like
right
what
away,
you said. I really love what you said. You have no right.
yeah, no, you don't
judge
have
anyone.
you don't have right to judge. And we know who has the right to judge us, right? Up there. And because you're not God, why are you judging that person?
Correct. I love that. Yeah.
Why
Don't
are you?
judge.
Who are you?
Don't judge. Kaya yung mga judges sa ating Supreme Court, mag-resign na kayo.
Yeah. we
Hindi,
don't need you.
don't judge, you're not a book.
Yeah. Don't judge.
You're
Don't
not a
judge
book
me
eh.
because I'm not a book. Yeah.
The judger. Oh,
Yeah.
ayan.
Yeah.
Tapos ng ating chismisan.
Tapos
on
ng
air.
chismis. Marami na tayong
diba?
I hope, people have somehow were able to pick up some nuggets of wisdom from us. Because
I
it's
did.
really, life is really tough. No matter, life is, I consider this life on earth as, like my dad used to teach us, it's like a train ride. When you were born, you were boarded on a train with your parents. And then here comes your siblings on another station. Other people came along the way, and then some people get off the train. And sometimes there are seats that you don't even recognize are already empty, vacant. And we don't know. One thing though is we know that our parents more or less will get off the train too, one way or the other. We get off the train too. But what matters is how you relate to other people while they are there in the same train as you are. It's very, very important to spot the people that are right to be in the same train as you are. Just like what my dad always says, you choose your friend. Do not let your friends choose you.
Uy,
Very
grabe.
nice.
Yeah, because you may be chosen, but you don't get along well. So how can you be a friend to that person?
Yeah,
You know?
you decide. We have a choice.
Yeah, we always
Correct.
have a choice.
Love that.
Yes.
Yeah. And if there's
Okay.
anything you're gonna spread the good news and spread the
Exactly.
diba? Wag yung negative. And Therese is good with that. When she kamarites ko yan eh. Yeah, and she is not selfish when she praises, when she hears something nice told about me, she says it and it makes me feel good. And so I hope people do that. You know, when you have nice things to say to somebody or you hear nice things, you spread those because it makes the other person feel good.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
spread
And
those.
if I may
Perfect.
interject very quickly because you said that, when people die, there's eulogy, right?
Yes.
Somebody stands up in front of everybody. Oh, this person, I was very close to this person. She's very nice. She's very good. This, that, all the good things. But when that person was alive, did you even say and did you even thank that person? Thank you for being good to me.
Yeah.
Nobody, have you seen a eulogy where the person stands up and said, oh, you know, that guy, you know, did this to me, owed me this, and never, you know, you don't hear that. So what I'm trying to arrive at is, if there are good things about the person, tell the person herself or himself, because when that person dies, he will not. Who's gonna hear about all those good words? Other people you don't even know. But the person who you are referring to as a good person when he was alive and this and that doesn't even know that you were talking about him.
Yes.
You know,
Show
so
your love right now.
Show your love right now. Thank the people around you for being
Yes.
kind to you, and
Yes.
it is very important. It makes a lot of difference to the person.
Yes. It's better to talk good, like be the bearer of good news than bad news and unconfirmed reports.
Yes.
Be the good
That is
Marites.
Be the good
Be the good
Marites.
Marites.
Be the
Yes,
good
yes,
Marites.
yes. And I would like
So
to
I'm
be the
gonna
good
say
Marites.
this to you on air kasi magtatapos na tayo. I'm going to thank you so much,
Thank you,
Therese.
Therese.
You're welcome.
You're a very generous person, and I appreciate that. And you're also candid, frank, fearless. And so I appreciate that. Hindi yan gossip. That is my true experience of you.
Thank
Ako,
you.
Ikaw din,
you're my
Mia?
very good friend. And I love
Thank
you.
Oh, galing
Thank you
natin,
for all.
Mia.
And thank
I
you for all
appreciate
the.
you, Mia.
Yeah, and thank you for all the prayers. You know, this journey of mine has been quite long and has been quite heavy, but with true friends around me, and of course my family, I was able to just go through it like that in a breeze.
Ayos. Ayos.
Therese is a
Ayos.
very strong person. The strongest
she is.
person I know.
Yeah.
Just-
Nice,
just-
nice.
I only ask for taho once a week.
Yeah. Mababaw din.
Okay. O, sige, Mia.
My
Your
quote.
turn.
Hang on. My quote is from the Good Vibe Company. Don't spread with your mouth what your eyes didn't see.
Ay, grabe.
Pang chismis yan.
Perfect. Don't spread with your mouth what your eyes did not see.
Yes.
That's a good tip. Thank you so much, Mia. Thank you, by the way.
Thank you,
this,
Therese.
Thank you.
very
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome.
And if you're watching this, we are all from the University of the Philippines, Alumni Association of Nevada. And that's our partner for On the Dot.
Members.
Mia, you have an announcement?
January 17, our general membership meeting at IKEA.
Yay.
6
Thank
p.m.
Yes. See you there.
See
If
ya.
you're from UP, come and join us. Therese, thank you. Mia,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
Don't get Take the
Thank you, Jim.
stairs, okay?
Thank you, Jim. Yeah,
How?
I guess.
Nga pala.
Bye, everyone, and see you next week.
Have a great day.
Bye,
Blessed day.
Therese.
Be
See you
safe.
next week. Blessings.